A French 75, we made an Edison cocktail, which is kind of like a mojito, and now we're making a mezcal cocktail. So what are we making? How do we do this?
So we're making a cocktail called the Samba. We're going to start with illegal mezcal. It's just going to be 2 ounces.
What kind of flavor is mezcal? What can people expect?
Mezcal is a lot like tequila. It's actually made from the same plant, but they smoke the agave. So you're going to get a little smoky taste, a little more vegetal on it. And then we're going to add 1.5 ounces of lemon juice to this cocktail.
Okay, so some lemon juice with the mezcal, 1.5 ounces.
And this is a ginger syrup that we make here in house. It's going to be 1 ounce of that.
So in the Samba, what are the other flavors?
So you're going to have ginger. This is a honey cinnamon syrup we make in house.
And if people want to get crafty at home making these syrups, okay, we talked about making simple syrup pretty easy. 1:1 ratio, water, sugar, let the sugar dissolve. But how can they add in these extra flavors like honey and cinnamon and things like that?
So with that, we just take a normal honey, we add a little bit of water to it to water it down, and then we add a pinch of cinnamon to each glass. So it just adds extra flavor. Then we're going to throw some cayenne pepper in this drink.
Oh, yes. I love anything spicy, so throw a little bit of that, okay?
We're going to add ice, and we're just going to give it a good shake.
Okay, now, Patrick, you've been shaking pretty crafty all morning. My shaking needs a little help. What tips do you have for me here?
So we're going to turn it sideways, and we're just going to go back and forth. There we go.
And if I want to get fancy with one hand, what do you recommend?
Same thing. Okay. Just keep the same motion. Just hold it. Yep.
Don't want to waste any drinks here this morning, so good thing that didn't go flying anywhere.
And we're gonna crack this open and just pour it just like that.
How cool is that? Okay, so we have another little spice here. Is there something else we're going to add?
Absolutely. We're going to take a lemon wheel. We're going to throw some cayenne on it. A little bit of tahini, which is a chili salt. And then we're going to take a torch and just give it a good, nice toast.
What's the atmosphere like here at Tipsy Alchemist? I mean, you guys are using liquid nitrogen and torches and things like that to make these cocktails. So what can people expect when they come out?
For these cocktails, we try to take ingredients from the home and the kitchen, and we bring them to you in an elevated style that maybe you haven't thought of using. Whereas we use fat ice to provide you the best ice. We also use liquid nitrogen, we use fire, we use creme brulee. We add all the ingredients that a chef would use into your cocktails, and then we dial it up a notch.
I absolutely love that. Okay, this fat ice over here, we have one of those ice balls in here. This is a local company, you were saying, so just used in a lot of different cocktails?
Yeah, this is used in a bunch of different cocktails. If you're making really good cocktails, you want really good ice.
Okay.
And you can get this at any spec store.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, and then you guys are open this New Year's Eve, and in general, when people want to come out either tonight or in the future, what's the best way to do that? Can they show up, or is it reservation-based?
So tonight with New Year's Eve, we're reservation-based only.
Okay.
And then every other night, you're allowed to walk in. We do take reservations most nights, but we always have room for people to join.
Yeah, and a huge patio space here. This is my first time checking it out. Really cool spot. Patrick, thanks so much for your time this morning. It's been really fun. We hope that everyone at home has a very safe and happy and healthy New Year's Eve. Leslie, we'll send it back to you. Mezcal cocktail.
All right, thanks, Tierra.